Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Freedom Summit. Oh my goodness, I am so excited that you are here with us. I am so excited for all the things that have come through this summit, how amazing it has been, the transformation that my clients and my community have been discussing and have been letting me know is absolutely phenomenal. And as I have done for the last few days, I am bringing you another amazing expert that is going to help us truly live the life of our dreams. This Freedom Summit is all about releasing our past and our limiting beliefs and living the life that we were created to live. So it is all about being free, being absolutely free, and turning every single trial into a treasure. This next guest, so we actually have our one and only male on this Freedom Summit, and I am so excited to bring him to you all. He is absolutely amazing. I actually met him just about a year ago today at a conference or organization that I was a part of that I still am very connected to, Women Empowering Women. And he came and blew up the house. When I tell you, this man has so much content and so much that he pours into the audience. And just like I've said, over all the experts that have come, we attract who we truly are. And you all know that I overserve, I overdeliver, because I believe that there's power in being a servant leader. And my brother, Mr. Greg Benjamin, he is phenomenal. He has over 20 years as a success and business coach with an emphasis in working with people in real estate. He has recently just launched his Super Life program. And let me tell you, at the conference that he attended, he gave us a little piece of it, and it was phenomenal. So I know this interview, this program, this broadcast, you guys are going to get so much life. You are going to be up-leveled in this 30 minutes that we are together. Help me in welcoming my brother in this journey, my brother in the super life, Mr. Greg Benjamin. Woo! Hey, Greg.
Hi, hi, Tamika. How are you? I'm so excited, so blessed to be with you. How you doing?
I am doing phenomenal. My energy level is on 100 because I know that you are going to take us there. I know that the content that you are going to help us with, it is going to be amazing. So, Greg, I kind of gave a couple of bullet points on your life, but I know I didn't do it justice. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Sure. Well, great. So first of all, I appreciate, being here today with you guys. And as I get started, before I even talk about me, I just want to say to your audience, everyone that's out there, everyone that's listening, I just want to say, God bless you. And I want to let you know that you're really blessed to have somebody like Tamika in your life. As she said, we met almost about a year ago. And man, I was just so impressed. And when she asked me to be a part of this, I'm so excited, and I was so excited. So you guys, keep blessing her as she keeps blessing you. So a little bit about me, I've been doing life coaching, success coaching, business coaching for about 20 years now. And what it was, people always ask me, how did I get into it? And really, it was a calling. I was working with a real estate company, and it just, I was coaching, I was managing the company, and then I just started working with people, and I just felt a bigger calling. So I just started working with people, individuals, all walks of life. So a little bit more about me is that, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, Brooklyn in the house.
Yeah.
And, exactly. And I'm so blessed. I've been married for 31 years to my loving wife, Natalie, who's, Tamika, you met her. I mean, she's crazy, incredible. And then, we have 4 beautiful children. We have Nicole, she's 25. Danny is 19. Joshua is 18. And Noah is 15. So we are all very, very blessed. And I'm just so excited to be with you guys. And, I'm ready to rock and roll, girl. So whatever you got, let's go.
Yes, let's get it. And before, we go into the questions for this interview, I just really, most of my audience is women, and it is such an honor to see a man, as Greg, the way he honors his wife, ladies, the way that he respects, and not only his wife, but his daughter, is so amazing. It's so amazing, the relationship that they have. And he is a true testimony and a true testament that it can be for us. It can be for all of us. You know, we can have 31 years of marriage under our belt. You know, he is super. Let me tell you, he's super, but there's nothing greater about him than there is about us. So bringing him to this summit, I really hope that you tap into the energy that he's going to give us and the knowledge. So go ahead, get your pens ready, take your notes, get ready to rock and roll. So Greg, my first question for you is, like I've done with all the—
Tamika.
Yes.
I just want to say one thing before we jump into the questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. So one of the things about what I'm working with now is that I want to say to all the ladies that are listening, and this is what I truly know in my heart. It's time, and the world needs your female energy right now. Big time. Big time. You know, I said this at the conference that I met Tamika with. I said this, that one of the things that, you know, my guy friends, they don't like me to say this. And the truth is that, ladies, you guys are the most powerful beings on the planet. And I always say that because I say, who did God entrust to continue the species? Yes. Not the fellas, right? If God came downstairs right now and said, all right, fellas, we're changing it up, you guys are going to have the kids. We'd be jumping out the window, seeing if we could pay him. So the fact that you guys are so powerful, and I just want to make sure that you really get that. And so as we jump into the questions, I'm going to speak more to that. But that was on my heart to just make sure that you're listening now. You're a lady. You have the power. Yes,
ladies, I'm telling you, buckle your seatbelts, grab your pens, grab your papers, get ready to take notes. And Greg, let me just say that totally was for me. I had a conversation with a friend of mine today, and we were talking about how the energy has switched. And, you know, there's no longer, I mean, there still is some residue of the masculine energy, but the female, female energy really needs to rise. And it is, you can see it in almost everything. And for us not to be afraid of that feminine energy.
Right. We need it. Yes. We got to embrace it and have faith. Let's do it.
Yes, let's get it. So with that, Greg, I first of all, I really honor the work that you do. And I've heard some of your clients just really speak about how you up-level their life. And I know that is one of your passions, but I want to know, what is it that keeps Greg Benjamin up at night? What keeps Super Greg up? What wakes Super Greg up in the middle of the night? What is that thing that you dream about? What would you say is your passion and your purpose in life?
Yes, well, thank you for that question. You know, and I've actually been asked that recently, and I really get that. You know, I was talking with somebody today, and I said to them, I said, you know, so I coach 7 days a week, and it's because of the passion that I have for the super life that I do it. So every day I'm working with people on being their best self. So that's the thing that keeps me going. It's like, years ago, someone said to me, God has given you a gift to help people to unleash their gift. And so I believe that when God has given you a gift, it's your responsibility to use it every day. And when you use it every day, I mean, I just get blessed and blessed and blessed and blessed. And then, you know, like I recently started coaching a young lady who was a little skeptical. I talked to her, and then she said, you know what, exactly what I need. When I called her back to confirm our appointment, she said, I also need you to coach my son. Wow. And I talked to the son, and I started coaching him the next day. So, you know, it's a blessing for me to be able. And so my purpose is to help people with their purpose.
Wow. That's so awesome. You know what you're saying, it truly, God has really been putting it in my spirit to get the story of the servants with the talents. You know, the ones that some hid them, some buried them, some only used a little bit of it. And, you know, when we hear that story, we think about physical, like money or things, you know, but it was actually the gifts that God has put inside of us. And when you're going out and you're using your gifts, it's nothing. The law says that it's going to increase. The more you give, the more you're going to get. So that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely.
I know you.
Amen.
You mentioned the super life, and I know everyone's ears are tingling. I want you guys just to hold on to that thought, because I'm going to give Greg an opportunity to share it, because it's really going to blow your mind. And there's going to be some tools that he's going to share with you that's really going to up-level your life. The tools that I myself started to use, and I can tell you that I changed. I became the woman that you see sitting before me today. Before you.
Woo!
Yes. So our next question, Greg, is how important is self-love and self-acceptance? You know, so many women that I work with, and even yourself, you know, we all have a story, right? We all have baggage. We have stuff that we can, and I know you talk about, especially women, we live in our story. We always want to tell the story, but how important is it to just love yourself despite your story, despite what you've been through, despite the baggage, and really accept who you are in the present. Even, you know, I tell my clients to accept the past them, the present them, as well as the future them. How important is that for you, Greg?
You know, Tamika, it's really a great question because it's so important, that self-love, that self-acceptance. And, you know, recently, one of the tenets of the super life is that I have my clients say is every day I have them say, I am. So we use, in the super life, we use I am a lot because we know that those are the first words spoken. I am that. Whenever you say the word I am, you invoke God. So what we say every day is we say, I am total and complete acceptance of everybody, I am total and complete acceptance of all people at all times in all situations, including myself.
Ooh, that's good.
I'm going to say that again if you guys want to write it down, because this is absolutely the game changer. And the reason why it's a game changer, because it covers everything.
Yeah.
So it goes, I am total and complete acceptance of all people in all situations at all times, including myself. And what happens is you become free now because you're in acceptance. You're not, see, we'll talk about it later, you know, when I talk more about it, but I'll just say this now so you get a little clue. See, the matrix, so the matrix and the universe. So the matrix is what we've been taught, and the universe is what we know. So we've been taught to doubt ourselves. We've been taught to play scared. I was saying to somebody today, I said to them, I go, I said, in God, you have the ultimate, the best, most powerful partner you could ever have. And in the matrix, Tamika, ladies have been taught that you need a man to complete you. And the truth is, you have a man that's completed you. His name is God.
Yes.
So once you have him, you have everything.
Yes.
So I said today, you know, sometimes my Brooklyn smart aleck comes out a little bit. And I was saying to somebody today, I said, hey, you got the biggest, baddest, most powerful partner in the world, God. So if you can't make it with him, I don't know what to tell you. I can't give you anything better. I can't. There's nothing bigger. There's nothing better. There's nothing stronger. There's nothing more powerful than God. And you have him every day.
Yeah.
But the thing is that so this is the thing, especially for your audience that's very spiritual, is that you say you trust God and then you worry all day long. That's out of alignment.
So good.
So in order to get in alignment is like so the biggest thing, and one of the things, if you guys want to write this down, is that one of the other tenets we talk about all the time is I am trust. I am trust. All day long, I am trust. I am trust. I am trust. And like we fly all over the country, right? We trust that pilot's going to get us from LAX to Miami. Because if we didn't trust it, we wouldn't get on the plane.
Right.
You know, I recently posted start posting at night. Tamika, you might have seen it. Is give it to God and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I just give it to God and I go to sleep. And I sleep like a baby.
It's so good.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, that is so good. I really hope you guys are taking notes. And that declaration, I am total and acceptance. I am going to put that in the email right underneath this video, because that is something that we need to declare. That needs to be a daily affirmation.
Every day. Because this is what happens, Tamika. It lines you up with what you know. See, people in the matrix are cuckoo crazy. They're cuckoo crazy. It's okay. Yeah. But the thing is, we engage them, right? We engage them. And then what happens is, see, because this is what happens. The matrix distracts you from your stuff. So you over here worrying about Aunt Betty and cousin Susie and what this person said and what that person, and you know in your heart it has nothing to do with you. Right. It's just where they're at in life. But you get distracted, and then you wonder why you can't blow up your business. Right. You can't blow up your business because you're spending time over here.
Wow.
So that's what I have to write down. The matrix is full of distractions, and the universe is full of focus. So when you focus on your stuff blows up. When you focus on everybody else's stuff, you're wondering why you don't have no money. in the matrix, you're distracted, and that makes you sick, and you get bronchitis.
Oh, not bronchitis. Woo!
Yeah, not bronchitis. Right? Exactly. So when you're focusing on your stuff, that's when you get to live in abundance with God.
Wow.
So one of the things that I have people write down, Tamika, is this. I have them write down. The super life is the simple life.
Yes.
Just simple. It's like I got to focus on my stuff and everything works out. I focus on everybody else's stuff. I'm crying all day long.
I hope you guys are writing notes. Listen, I am a life coach, but I am taking notes. School is in session. You guys better be taking notes. The super life is the simple life. I love it. Yes. I love it so much. So Greg, what about, because I know that there's people that are like, well, it's only because of, my upbringing or this or that, and I used to be one of those people. I used to use my past as a crutch to keep me stuck, and how detrimental. Yeah. So, people may be listening to this thinking, well, I only have bronchitis because I was recently divorced and he left me with the bills and blah, blah. We like to hold on to our past. We like to hold on to that negative story. How detrimental is that? How does that hinder us from living?
Oh my goodness. So my coach, Coot Blackson, about maybe 14 years ago, he said to me, So all you guys that have coaches or are a coach, we talk. And so anyway, he said to me, he goes, Greg, in life, either you're blocking or allowing. That's it. And then I said to him, so I try to play a little like I didn't get it. So then I said to him, I said, can you repeat that? And Coot's real funny because whenever I say, can you repeat that? He says, sure. In life, either you're blocking or allowing, that's it. And I go, oh. So a lot of times when somebody actually repeat it, you start saying it differently. You start sign languaging, saying it all slow. He just would say it, boom. And I said, how come you say the same thing? He goes, because you got it the first time. So in life, either you're blocking or allowing, that's it. So here you go. So deep in our heart, we know the only time is now. Yeah. And the reason why we get distracted is because the matrix has us believing the past, regretting the past and worrying about the future. So our energy is diluted. So I want to say this. I want to make sure that I get this in. It's very important. 2016, Tamika, I believe, is one of the most distracting times in the history of the planet.
Wow.
And what I mean by that is people say, well, what are people distracting by? Taxes, ISIS, Hillary, Trump, the economy, my baby daddy, my baby mama, the kids, the money, the internet, Twitter, the Kardashian, right? So people wonder why they can't get their groove on because they're so diluted. My suggestion to your audience, turn off the TV and get busy on what you gotta do.
Yes.
Because the TV, there's nothing wrong with entertainment, movies. I'm not saying anything bad. But what I'm saying is you're sitting watching TV, you're watching somebody else's story while your story isn't moving.
Right.
Like for me, I watch the Olympics. I'm a big sports fan. So sometimes I watch a little too much ESPN because then I realize, even though I love ESPN, if I start watching too much of it, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm watching LeBron's story. Yeah. What's up with Greg's story? Like, I don't need to watch, every Sports Center over and over again. It's the same video.
Right. That's so
my wife is like, didn't we see that video like 4 times? I know, but I get the commentary.
Oh my goodness, that is so true. You know, and I coach my clients, the people that are in my tribe, my community, and I have not had TV or I watch TV sometimes because we just need to unplug, from the super life sometimes and
Yeah, I get it.
download, but it's not. That is one of the main things that I tell people when we are getting too distracted and we can't, like you say, find our groove. It's because we are subscribing to this junk that the world tries to give us, that the matrix tries to give us. And I know you guys are probably wondering
exactly.
And I want Greg to let's go ahead and go and jump into that a little bit. Explain to us
Sure.
the difference between the matrix and then the super life and the universe and what's real.
Yes. Okay, cool. So here's the thing. I think if it's okay with you, I'd like to tell them how the super life originated in me.
Yes.
And then I'll get into both of those also. Is that okay?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Guys, see how I've been married for 31 years? See how I'm like asking Tamika permission and how is it and is it okay? See that? That's because I get it. It's her show. I can't be coming on here bum rushing. It's her show. I gotta make sure. All right, so here, check it, guys. Here's what happened. So about a year ago, I was doing a lot of work with my I had a coach, and she was working with me with my chakras. Now, I didn't really understand what chakras was. I just knew that she worked with other people, and they changed. So that's enough for me. So I started working with her, and then so I started feeling better. And whenever you'll notice, whenever you work on yourself, stuff starts to pop up. So about a year ago, I had a very, very dear friend of mine passed away, and the family asked me to speak at her funeral. So I spoke at her funeral, and I was tore up from the floor up. I was just, really, really just dehydrated and just so drained, And then I was driving home, and I had 3 coaching calls that afternoon. And the last thing I wanted to do was do those coaching calls.
Yeah.
So I kept thinking. So then something hit me that, you know what? My friend is in heaven with the Lord. I'm on earth with the people. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be right now. And so something said to me, there's 2 of you. There's the regular you and the super you. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know if any of you guys talk to yourself like I do, but I think some of you do. And so, right? Exactly. And so I said, the super life. And I was like, what is it? What is it? And then I recognized that there was really nothing wrong. Everything was in place. So since there was nothing wrong, there was no reason for me to cancel my coaching calls. And I had 3 of the most powerful coaching calls in 20 years of coaching. Wow. And I realized that the super life is all about alignment. So what I mean by that is that there's the regular you that's complaining a lot, and there's the super you that's being grateful a lot. And whichever way you go, you get all the other things that go along with that. So I'll give you an example. So in the regular life, you're complaining, you're mad, you're living in the past, you're worried about the future, you're diluted, you're complaining, you're irritated, you're bored, all those things in the regular life. In the super life, you're excited, you're grateful every day, you're grateful for the sun, you're grateful for the moon, you're grateful for the stars, you're grateful for America, you're grateful for Southern California, you're grateful for the East Coast, the West Coast, you're grateful for your eyesight, you're grateful for your heart, you're grateful for your liver, you're grateful for your feet. I'll just say, I remember I was coaching someone, and she kept having plastic surgery because she said, I hate my nose. And I'm like, the one God gave you?
Right.
And then she had black, and somebody's out there getting cosmetic surgery. I'm not putting it down. I'm just letting you look at it. And the person I was coaching, she kept having surgery on her face because each piece, when she would change it, it didn't fit the next piece.
Wow.
So you might think so I have people say, I have the perfect nose. I have the perfect ears, because everything that you have, is anybody out there that doesn't like their stomach or their hips or their feet? This is what God gave you. That's it. You can't get any better. And if you want to change it, guess what? Eat better and go to the gym. Anybody can do it. So I started working with this, right? And I started working with this. Is like, so when you're in the super life, I'm getting a little excited. Let me take a deep breath. Okay. I'm so excited to be with you guys. Okay, so watch. So this is how it works if you want to write this down, okay? So it's the matrix and the regular life and the universe and the super life.
Mm.
So the matrix is everything that you've been taught, and the universe is everything that you know.
Mm.
And so you get in the matrix by the things that you think. Like when somebody cuts you up on the freeway, you think it's something about you. You know, but you know it's everything about them.
Yeah.
So what happens now is so what happens is that when you're being universal and you're being the super you, and what triggered it also to me, because I want to tell you, is that a friend of mine before this came up to Super Life told me that the superhero category is the multi-billion #1 in movies.
Wow.
And I thought people want to identify with that, and they're not realizing that they are that themselves.
Wow.
You never see the bat signal go out for Bruce Wayne to come to his suit to police headquarters.
Right.
They need Batman.
Right.
And the cool thing about the super life is, if you know there's superheroes, whenever you call on them, they come.
Yes.
So if you're going through a tough situation, if you're going through a tough situation right now in your life, super you is the one that's going to get you out of it.
Mm.
Regular you is going to keep doing the same thing.
Wow.
So that's really what it is. So that's what I coach on every day. So I have people say, so you would say, I am Super Tamika, I am Super Greg, and whatever your name is, because the power of I am, as we talked about earlier. Joel Osteen says, whatever you say after I am chases you.
Ah, that's good.
And we're all right, and we're all pros at it, because we've all already been saying, I am sick, I am sad, I am broke, I am upset, I am sad. And whenever we say it, sadness chases us, broke chases us, unhappiness chases us. So now all I'm asking you to do is shift it. And now you start saying, I am abundance.
Yeah.
Right? And your matrix mind was like, what do you mean you're abundance? You owe your friend $20. What you talking about? That's what your matrix mind will tell you.
Right.
And then you believe it, and you're like, oh, this doesn't work. But the thing is, we are abundant. Yeah. Whatever you say, you know as well as I, Tamika, the Bible says life and death is in the tongue. Yeah. You say you're broke, you're broke. You say you're abundant, you're abundant. You say you're sad, you're sad. You say you're happy, you're happy.
Yep. Man.
So really, that's the super life. It's available to you every day. And I did a little trick for myself, is that since I felt this so much, I set it up. So now that I coach 7 days a week, guess what? Tamika, just ask me, what does your matrix mind say to you about coaching 7 days a week? Ask me that question.
What does your matrix mind say to you about coaching 7 days a week?
Ooh, be careful. You don't want to get burnt out. Oh, ooh. Now ask me, what does my universal mind say?
What does your universal mind say?
My universal mind says, how could you get burnt out on something you love?
Ah, yes.
You see? So if these things are thoughts for the ladies out there. Let's say, you might be a single mom, or let's say you might be single, and the matrix is telling you that you need a man to complete you. And you're the most powerful being on the planet. You don't need anybody to complete you. You're already complete.
Yes. Wow, this is so good. I hope you guys took notes. I have 4 pages of notes just on what Greg has been teaching tonight, because it's so good. It is so good, and there's so much that you said that I'm resonating with, that I'm feeling so deeply, because it's so easy for us to get trapped into that matrix, into that lack, into that negative mindset. But, like you said, Joel Osteen says, whatever you say after I am chases you. One of the things that I teach, is whatever you say after I am, our subconscious mind believes. I actually had a client, she sent me a text message yesterday because she was dealing with financial issues. And I just kept telling her to say I'm abundant, say I have, stop saying I'm broke. You should never say that. I say, I'm on a budget, or, I just say different things. I never attach anything negative to myself anymore. So after her doing this for 10 days, you guys, she texted me a picture of a check with over $2,000, unexpected, just out of the blue. This stuff works.
Absolutely.
It works.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Greg, you have given us so much content, and you've really, really told us a lot of what we can do to really start living a life of our dreams, to turn our trials into treasures, to live a freedom-based life. This Freedom Summit is all about releasing that negative, and you have done a tremendous, tremendous job of sharing with us. There may be still some people that are skeptical, or that just may feel like, wow, that was a lot to ingest. Can you break it down into 3 tangible steps, 3 things that people can start implementing into their life today, where they can tap into this super life?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I would say this. I would say the first thing is to say every day, as many times as you can, I am total and complete acceptance of all people in all situations at all times, including myself. That's a game changer. Now, watch this. It's very important. Your matrix mind is going to tell you this is some BS.
Yeah.
That's what's going to tell you. Come on, dude. Really? The guy from New York, you're listening to him from Brooklyn? Come on. That's what your matrix mind is going to say. And inside you, you know it. You just start saying it. I guarantee you say that 3 times a day, in the morning, noon, and night, your life is going to start to change. Number 2, one of the tangents of the super life is that we speak in the affirmative. And what that means is, we say, so instead of saying, I don't want to be grumpy, we say, I want to be happy. Yeah. And the reason is because whatever you say, whatever you give energy to, expands. So whatever word you say broke, you give energy to broke. You say abundance, you say energy to abundance. So whatever you say, speak it in the affirmative, and you want to listen, and you just turn it around. That's what I have a lot of people that I'm coaching right now. I have them turn it around. They say, Coach, I don't want to be broke. I go, good. What do you want to be? I want to be abundant. Okay, say that. Coach, I don't want to be grumpy. Okay, good. What do you want to be? I want to be grateful. Good. Say it that way. So that's number 2. That's huge. And number 3 is really a combination. Okay. It's really this. Stop being so serious. Have some fun.
Yes.
That's it, So stop being so serious. You know what she said? Who cares?
Yeah.
So let me say this, what I said to somebody today. At best, God gives us about 100 years, give or take.
Yeah.
If we're lucky. How do you want to live those days? It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so.
Have some fun.
It's so, I love how the universe brings everything together. I love how God divinely orchestrates these calls that I'm doing, the series that I'm doing. This morning, I was actually reading an excerpt from Wayne Dyer's The Power of Intention. And in his book, he wrote an excerpt about like this saint, it was this story that he was basically telling. And he said that people kept coming into the bars, like the nuns and the saints and the priests or whoever they were, and they were grumpy and they were angry. And so the head priest kept looking at them and said, follow rule number 6. And so right away they would change. And then so finally this other guy that's like watching all this, he's like, dude, like what's rule number 6? And he says, stop taking yourself so damn serious. And I was just like, yes. So with you saying that, I literally just read this morning. And that's something that Spirit has truly been working on me. I am so fun and so energetic, but the Matrix, right? But the Matrix tends to make me believe that I have to, in order to up level and in order to be this businesswoman, that I have to have this masculine energy and I have to be serious. And that's bullshit. I'm going to just say it like it is, right? We have to have fun. Stop taking ourselves so serious.
Yes. Fun. Man.
Yes.
Exactly, girl. You're right.
Yes, it's good. So you,
Hallelujah.
yes, you heard it from the expert. The 3 things that you can start doing today. Definitely say your affirmation. It is going to be posted on the in this email that is attached to this video. Say it, believe it 3 times a day. I'm telling you, your subconscious mind will start to believe it. I've said it before. It's called cognitive dissonance. It's neural linguistic training. It's reprogramming you, which is what the Freedom Summit is all about. We have to reprogram ourselves. The second thing is speak in the affirmative. Everything that you say after I am, your subconscious mind believes. So why not? I'm beautiful. I'm fly. I'm rich. I'm wealthy. I'm happy. Start saying those things. I'm love. Not you're looking for love. You are love. You already are. It's just waiting to manifest. And then the third thing is have some doggone fun. Have some fun. Wow. Greg, this has been fun. You know, more than anything, it has been absolutely a ball. I know that there's people that are listening to this like, I got to get in contact with him. I have to get plugged into this super life. And God has truly given me the privilege and the honor to edify people and to tell other people I'm not selfish. If I love sharing my community, I love sharing. And I know that there's people listening that want to get connected to you. How can my tribe, our community get connected to you?
Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you, I want to say one more thing in the fun category. So today I was on a coaching call, and all of a sudden I just start quoting Biggie Smalls lyrics. and so I started going, money green leather sofa. I got 2 rides, a limousine, and a chauffeur. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we're thirsty. Damn right, I like the life I live, because I went from negative to positive, and it's all good. Baby. Yeah, and then I was like, I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
Yes.
Right? and my matrix mind was saying, you can't do that. You're on a coaching call. And my client was just loving it.
Yeah.
So have some fun. Quote some Biggie lines.
I love it. You know, I'm West Coast till I die, so I might have to quote some Tupac.
That's fine. And then I was quoting some Tupac too. I told him, I said, one of the greatest lines ever of Tupac was California Love, when he said, say what you say, just give me that bomb beat from Dre.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you can say whatever you want. I saw him on Ventura. He was over here. Say what you say. Just give me that bomb beat from Dre and I'm good.
That's it.
That's it. So the best way, so here it is. So the best way to just is call me up. That's it. I'm just like, I'm like Biggie. Call the number, call the crib, same number, same hood. It's all good.
Yes.
714-396-3375. And that's what I'm just raw. My business card says success coach and my phone number. You remember, Tamika, because you're like, where's your website? Where's this? Where's your PhD? I don't need nothing of that. All I need is this. Call me up. I'll tell you what I do. If you think it can help you, boom, I'll help you. If you think it can't help you, boom, I won't help you. Boom, that's it.
Boom, there it is. So
straight up, simple. The super life is the simple life.
The super life is the simple life. And oh my goodness. So you all heard it. I have his number. I will definitely attach it to this. If you're ready to live the super life, if you're ready to have fun, get in contact with my boy. There's nothing but greatness that is going to come out of your connection with him. I can tell you that after me connecting with him, I attracted more clients into my life. There's just amazing things that has happened. So I want the same for you. I know Greg wants the same for you. The super life is the simple life. Greg, before we end this broadcast, give us one more thing. What is something else that you want to just leave the audience with?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And so really what I want to leave the audience with, live in gratitude.
Yeah.
You know, when I do my coaching calls, one of the things is I start talking. I say, I have the client close their eyes and just feel grateful and just break it down. You know, there's so many things. You know, one of my great coaches, Marty Rodriguez, when she used to work with me, we used to always talk about focus on what's going right.
Yeah.
Focus on what's going right. The matrix will have you complaining and you know, it's like, and you can go from one another. You could be so grateful for the temperature of the cranberry, of the turkey, and the sauce. And as soon as you finish that bite, you could be complaining that Aunt Bessie didn't bring the cranberry sauce. So you can go from one to the other. So you can jump from the matrix at any moment right into the universe.
Yeah.
And this is what I want you to remember, right? So the matrix is full of distraction and the universe is full of focus.
Yeah. Man.
So the last thing I want to leave you with you guys is this, is that I love all of you. I appreciate the time that we spent together. And anybody that's working with Tamika, so listen to her because she knows what's up. And if you're thinking about working with her, call her up and get with her because that's alignment. So in the super life, we follow the yellow brick road.
Yes.
The signs are there. All you got to do is listen and go.
Yes. And with that, I almost forgot to share Greg and his program, his Super Life program that just launched. He has been so gracious. He being the person of gratitude and being such a giving heart that he is going to actually offer one free coaching call, which is a $300 value. He's a great coach. Let me tell you, working with him is going to up-level your life, and it's going to cost you something financially as well as physically and emotionally. But for this community, he has offered to give us one free coaching call. So the way we are going to do this is the first person that hits reply to this email and gives me, let's see, how should we do this, Greg? I'm thinking an affirmation. I want them to repost an affirmation that they say to themselves. So something that you say to yourself, the very first person that hits reply and sends that back to me, you are going to win it. It's going to be yours free to work with Greg. Do not sleep on this opportunity. Hit reply. I love you. We love you. We thank you for your time, Greg. We honor you. We see you. We send you blessings to you and your business. And with that, good night, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you, Tamika.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.